Hello there, grade 6 pupils. Welcome back again to another video lesson. So this will be our second video lesson for grade 6 mathematics quarter 1. So if you haven't watched yet the first part of this lesson, which is addition and subtraction of fractions and mixed numbers, so pwede nyo pong tignan sa ating playlist. So sabi ko nga, this lesson is divided into 3 lessons. So, yung first 2 lessons is na-discuss na po natin on the first video lesson, which is addition and subtraction of simple fractions and mixed numbers without regrouping. So, for the last part of this lesson, so we'll have addition and subtraction of simple fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping. So, later on, you will know what is the difference between without regrouping and with grouping using this operations. So let's start. So at the end of this video lesson, you are expected to add and subtract simple fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping. So I hope meron na kayong idea on how to add and subtract simple fractions regardless if with regrouping man or without regrouping. So let's start our lesson. So for our lesson 3, we have addition and subtraction of similar fractions and dissimilar fractions with regrouping. So let's start our discussion by adding similar fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping. So say for example, we have 4 and 3/8 plus 1 and 7/8. So ito po yung mga steps on how to add these mixed numbers. So for step 1, we have write the number sentence. So write the number sentence, that is 4 and 3/8 plus 1 and 7/8 is equal to n. Next, add similar fractions. So 3/8 plus 7/8. So since similar fractions po sila, we just need to add the numerators and then copy the denominator. So 3/8 plus 7/8, that is 10/8. Next, add the whole numbers. So add the whole numbers. The whole numbers are 4 and 1. 4 plus 1, that is 5. For the last step, by regrouping, change the answer to mixed form or in simplest form. So our answer is 5 and 10/8 is equal to n. So how do we know if our answer needs to be regrouped? Okay, so pansinin po natin yung ating fraction. So kapag improper fraction siya, kapag mataas yung numerator kesa dun sa denominator, we need to regroup. Okay, so question is, how many 8s are there in 10? So we only have 1. So magiging ganito po siya. So 5 plus 1, and then ilan ang remainder? 2. That is 2/8. And then add lang natin ulit yung whole numbers. That is 5 plus 1, 6. And then 2/8 or 2/8. And then, kailangan natin i-simplify yung 2/8 dahil meron pa silang greatest common factor or common factors, which is 2. So, divide natin both numerator and denominator by 2. So, our answer will be 6 and 1/4. So, ayan. So, you can see, simplified na po yung ating sagot. Another, adding dissimilar fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping. Okay, so this time we are dealing with dissimilar fractions. So, in dissimilar fractions, they do not have common or the same denominators. And then, we have to use the least common denominator in order for us to add these fractions. So, ayan. Step 1 natin, write the number sentence. So, that is 2 and 3/4 plus 7/10 is equal to n. So, there you go. That will be our number sentence. Next step, change the similar fractions to equivalent similar fractions using LCD. Okay, so tignan natin yung ating mga denominators, 4 and 10. So kunin natin yung LCM nila, least common multiple. So by writing the multiples of 4 and 10. So for 4, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. For 10, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Those are the 5 multiples of 4 and 10. So, looking at the written multiples, we have 20 as the LCM. Now, change the similar fractions to equivalent similar fractions using LCD. So, sulat lang natin vertically sila. 2 and 3/4 plus 7/10. And then, i-change natin to equivalent similar fractions. So, copy lang po natin yung whole number dun sa 2 and 3/4. And then, lagay natin yung denominator na 20. Now, paano natin makukuha yung numerator? So, ito lang po ang process niya. So, yung 20, nakuha nating LCD, i-divide natin sa denominator ng 2 and 3/4, which is 4. So, 20 divided by 4, we have 5. And then, nakuha natin quotient, multiply natin sa numerator, which is 3. So, 5 times 3, we have 15. And then, dito naman tayo sa 7/10. So, yung 20, repeat process, divide natin sa 10, that is 2. And then, multiply natin sa numerator, which is 7. So, 2 times 7, we have 14. And then, follow the steps in adding similar fractions. So, yan, similar fractions na sila. So, our answer is 2 and 29/20. Paano nakuha ang 29? That is 15 plus 14, 29. And then, by regrouping, change the answer to mixed form or in simplest form. So, since yung ating fraction is an improper, so mataas po yung ating numerator kesa sa ating denominator, we have to regroup. So i-regroup natin. So, ilang 20 ang meron sa 29? We only have 1. So, magiging 2 plus 1. So, 2 plus 1, that is 3. And then, yung remainder natin is 9. So, 9/20. So, our final answer is 3 and 9/20. So, this time, we're going to add two mixed numbers. So, kanina kasi isang mixed number, tsaka isang proper fraction. So, using the steps, so write the number sentence for step 1. So, that is 12 and 5/6 plus 7 2/9 is equal to n. Next, change the similar fractions to equivalent similar fractions using LCD or the least common denominator. So, lista lang natin yung mga multiples ng 6 and 9. So, for 6, we have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Under 9, we have 9, 18, 27, 36, and 45. There you go, we have our LCM, which is 18. So, change na natin yung ating dissimilar fractions to equivalent similar fractions since meron na tayong LCD. So, sulat lang natin 12 and 5, 6 plus 7 and 2/9. So, and then, copy lang natin yung whole numbers, 12 and 7. And then, sulat natin yung LCD, which is 18. And then, para makuha yung numerator, same process tayo kanina. So, that is 18 divided by 6, we have 3. And then yung nakuha nating quotient, multiply lang po natin sa numerator na 5. So, 3 times 5, we have 15. Next, 18 divided by 9, we have 2. Times 2, we have 4. So, ayan. Follow the steps in adding similar fractions. So, first, we have to add the fractions, similar fractions. So, 15 plus 4, we have 19. So, 19 all over 18. And then, add the whole numbers. 12 plus 7, we have 19. Finally, by regrouping, change the answer to mixed form or in simplest form. So, since yung fraction natin dito is an improper fraction, we need to regroup. So, ilang 18 ang meron sa 19? We only have 1. So, mag-add ngayon tayo ng 1 sa 19. So, 19 plus 1, that is 20. And then, yung remainder natin is 1. 19 minus 18, that is 1. So, our final answer is 20 and 1 over 18. So, after discussing the addition of similar fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping, we shall now proceed to the next operation, which is subtraction. So, here, we will be discussing on how to subtract similar fractions and mixed numbers with regrouping. So, let's have the first example. So, 5 and 2/9 minus 3 and 7 over 9. Okay, so, let's have the steps. So, for the first step, write the number sentence. So, that is 5 and 2 over 9 minus 3 and 7 over 9 is equal to n. So, that will be our number sentence. Second step, compare the fractions. If the fractions cannot be subtracted, rename the whole numbers of the minuend to a fraction with the same denominator. So, dun pa lang po sa ating numerator, ayan, makikita nyo naman agad na dapat silang i-regroup. Kasi, yung ating minuend, 2. Yung numerator ng minuend natin yan, 2. Tapos, yung sa ating subtrahend, 7. 2 minus 7 cannot be. So, kailangan po nating mag-regroup. So, paano tayo magre-regroup niyan? So, kukuha po tayo dito sa whole number, yung 5. So, babawasan natin siya ng isa, magiging 4. And then, mag-a-add tayo sa kanya ng isang whole number, ng isang 1 whole. So, that is 9 over 9. Paano naging 9 over 9? Kailangan po kasi same denominator. So, yung 9 over 9, that is 1. I-add mo sa 4, 5 pa rin. And then, add mo ngayon dun sa fraction natin na 2 over 9. So, magiging 4 and 11 over 9 siya. Anyway, yung 4 and 11 over 9, kapareho lang po siya ng 5 and 2/9. Yung 5 and 2/9 po kasi, yun po yung simplified niya talaga. So, magiging ganito siya. So, from 5 and 2/9 minus 3 and 7 over 9, magiging 4 and 11 over 9 siya. Minus 3 and 7 over 9 na. So, ngayon, mas mataas na yung value ng ating minuend kaysa subtrahend. So, pwede na po tayong mag-subtract. So, follow the steps in subtracting similar fractions. So, ang una muna nating sinusubtract dito, syempre, yung ating mga fractions. So, 11 over 9 minus 7 over 9, we have 4 over 9. And then, whole numbers naman, 4 minus 3, we have 1. And then, we cannot simplify further 4 over 9 kasi wala na po silang GCF aside from 1. So, this will be our final answer, 1 and 4/9. Second example, subtract 5 and 1/4 minus 3 and 3/8. Write the number sentence. So that is 5 and 1/4 minus 3 and 3/8. Next, change the similar fractions to equivalent similar fractions using LCD. So since dissimilar fractions po sila, kailangan po natin yung LCD. So yung 4 and 8, lista natin yung mga multiples nila. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Next, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So yung ating LCD is 8. Ayan. So ayan. LCM po is 8. So pwede na po natin silang i-change into similar fractions. So 5 and 1/4 tsaka 3 and 3/8. So copy lang natin yung mga whole number and then yung denominator, pareho silang 8. So para makuha natin yung numerators, so 8 divided by 4, we have 2 times 1, 2. Next, 8 divided by 8, we have 1 times 3, 3. So, ayan na po. Similar fractions na po sila. Next, compare the fractions. If the fractions cannot be subtracted, rename the whole numbers of the minuend to fraction with the same denominator. Okay. So, yung ating mga fractions kanina, so ito po sila. 5 and 2/8, tsaka 3 and 3/8. So, as you can see, yung minuend natin, ayan, mas mababa po dun sa subtrahend. 2 minus 3 cannot be. So, ang gagawin po ngayon natin, dun sa 5 and 2/8, kailangan po nating mag-regroup. Kagaya ng ginawa natin sa first example kanina. So, sulat lang natin dito. So, ayan. So, hihiram tayo ng isa. So, yung 5 magiging 4 na lang. And then, kailangan natin i-consider na yung fraction na i-add natin is same denominator. So, yung denominator natin, 8. Kaya kailangan 8/8 yan. Ayan. Kanina, 9/9 kasi denominator is 9. So, ayan. 4 and 8/8 plus 2/8 ngayon tayo. So, ito, magiging equal po siya sa 4 and 10/8. So, paano nakuha yung 10? 8 plus 2. That is 10. Tapos, copy lang po natin yung 3 and 3/8. Follow the steps in subtracting similar fractions. So, ayan. Fractions muna tayo. So, 10 minus 3, we have 7/8. And then 4 minus 3, we have 1. So, can we simplify 7/8? No. So, this will be our final answer. 1 and 7/8. So, since tapos na po natin i-discuss yung ating two operations, which is addition and subtraction of fractions, so let us now proceed to answering this given. Say for example, we have number 1. So, ayan. So, i-add natin yung dalawang fractions na naka-parenthesis. And then, yung nakuha nating sum doon is magsusubtract tayo ng 2 and 3/8. Okay. So, dito muna tayo sa ating naka-parenthesis. So, kung susundin kasi natin yung PEMDAS rule. So, parenthesis muna. So, mag-add tayo. So, 5 and 1/4 plus 3 and 5/6. So, kunin natin yung LCD ng 4 and 6. So, the LCD of 4 and 6 is 12. So, copy lang natin yung whole number. Ayan. So, gawin nating similar fraction sila ngayon. So, 12 divided by 4, we have 3 times 1, 3. And then, dito sa baba, 12 divided by 6, we have 2 times 5, that is 10. Now, pwede na po tayong mag-add. So, 3 plus 10, we have 13 over 12. And then, 5 plus 3, we have 8. Okay, so our answer is 8 and 13 over 12. Okay, so pwede na po natin siyang i-simplify since kailangan natin mag-regroup. So, 13 over 12, we have 1 and 1/12. So, magiging 8 plus 1, that is 9. And then yung natira, 1 over 12. So, we have 9 and 1/12. Now, subtract ngayon natin sa kanya yung 2 and 3 over 8. Sulat lang natin 9 and 1 over 12 minus 2 and 3 over 8. Now, kailangan nating kunin yung LCD nila. So, 12 and 8. Kung ililista po natin yan, yung LCD, we have 24. Ayan. So, 24 divided by 12, we have 2 times 1, 2. Next, 24 divided by 8, we have 3. And then 3 times 3, we have 9. So, kung titignan po natin yung ating mga nakuha, so 2 minus 9 cannot be. So, kailangan nating mag-regroup. So, magre-regroup tayo dun sa 9. So, magiging 8 na lang po siya. And then, 24 over 24, 1 whole. So, in 24 over 24, mag-add tayo ng 2 over 24. We have 26 over 24 ngayon. And then, copy lang po natin yung 2 and 9 over 24. So, ayan. 26 minus 9, pwede na po siya. So, apply natin ngayon yung rules natin sa similar fractions. So, 26 minus 9, we have 17 over 24. Then, sa whole numbers naman, 8 minus 2, we have 6. So, 17 over 24, hindi na po siya pwedeng i-simplify. So, this will be our final answer, 6 and 17 over 24. So, yan lang po yung process po natin. Kapag meron po tayong mga expressions na nakaparenthesis, sila muna po ang una nating i-compute or i-solve. So, for your activity, so, try to answer this given. So, ayan. So, naituro ko na po sa inyo kung paaning process kapag addition and subtraction of operations yung involved sa ating given. So, ayan. And then, i-comment po natin yung ating sagot sa comment box. So, titignan ko po kung tama po ang inyong sagot or mali. So, after discussing addition and subtraction of fractions and mixed numbers, without and with regrouping, we shall now proceed to the application. So, we'll be discussing on how to solve routine and non-routine problems involving addition and or subtraction of fractions. So, meron po tayong ipipresent dyan na problems na isang operation lang po ang involved. As you can see, meron tayo dyan and tsaka or. Okay. So, sa and, pag ginamit natin yung and, ibig sabihin, dalawang operations po yung involved, addition and subtraction. Kapag naman or, so, syempre, titignan natin dun sa problem kung ano yung appropriate, ano yung akmang operation na ating gagamitin. So, yan lang po ang ating susunod na video lesson. So, yun lang. Maraming salamat.